Hi guys, I'm Tammy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my best fresh and clean fragrances for spring and summer. If you like refreshing, crisp, sometimes soapy, clean, musky fragrances, then this could be the video for you. Let's jump right in. So the first fresh and clean fragrance that I want to talk about is one of my very favorites, Lake and Sky 1111. And this is a refreshing, crisp white amber. To me, this fragrance is so cool and crisp. It's almost maybe silvery. It's so crisp that some people might think it's a little bit sharp, but to me, it's just the perfect balance of those fresh, almost ozonic notes, like fresh air, fresh laundry swinging in the breeze, and a beautiful white musk. A very, very clean white musk. You almost might not think it's musk. It's so fresh and clean. And this is also a clean brand, so I feel good about wearing this one. They also have a perfume oil that is amazing to layer under this or to layer under anything else. And I'm talking about this first because it's kind of like the ultimate pure, fresh, clean fragrance. And I'm going to compare every other fragrance to this, whether they are sweeter, whether they're powderier, and how they compare to this. This is what I'm going to use as my, I was going to say gold standard, but let's say silver standard today. This next one I got an amazing deal on at Lisa's Cosmetics. It's actually, the website is lisaspopupshop.com. They are offline right now because when they're having their warehouse sales in somewhere in Ontario, which is too far for me to go. They take their website down for a few months and they focus on their warehouse sale in person. And then they send you a little email when the website is going to be back up and running again. I always look forward to that because they have some of the best prices that I have found online for perfumes. Now this one is by the brand Clean. It's one of their classic line and it's called Fresh Linens. And this is a lemony version of 1111. This is a very, very pretty sweet lemon, and by sweet lemon I mean it's not a sour tart lemon, it's just a very pretty lemon with a clean laundry vibe. So this is lovely lemony laundry, I guess you could say. According to the notes, it's actually clementine, not lemon, but it comes across as a lemon to me. Maybe it's because of the yellow label that my mind just went there automatically. One of the notes is linen. There's a note called Skin. It has a note of white woods, which is always something that I tend to really gravitate towards. It has pear, orchid, and lily. I don't find this sharp. I don't find it synthetic. I don't know why this has some bad reviews. To me, it is very pretty. It sweetens up over time on my skin, but it still retains that lemony, citrusy freshness the entire time. I absolutely love this, and I believe it was about $24.99. It's linen and laundry, but not in a soapy way, just in a fresh, citrusy, woody, clean way. I've mentioned before that the note of tea is not one of my favorite notes in a perfume, but the next one I'm mentioning, although it has tea, I find absolutely stunning. This is Omnia Crystalline by Bulgari. This one has bamboo and pear, there's lotus and tea, there's musk, there's gaiac wood. This is absolutely beautiful to me. Out of all these perfumes I'm going to mention today, this probably reminds me the most of Lake and Sky 1111, but this is a little lighter, a little more watery, a little more woody. You do get a little bit of that tea note, the lotus flower, and I would call it a little bit soapy. More of a shower gel maybe, like a clear shower gel that was pear and bamboo scented, or imagine something like that. That's what this gives me. Very fresh and clean, very refreshing, very crisp. It would never bother anyone no matter where you wore it. I've had this for quite a long time. I've loved it from first sniff, and I would always repurchase this if I ran out. It's a classic to me. I could never talk about fresh and clean fragrances without mentioning one of my all-time favorite fragrances that I've ever smelled, Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. So this is like a more marine saltwater version of all these fragrances that I'm talking about today. In the notes, you have sea salt, you have seaweed, there's grapefruit and sage, so it's very crisp and bright, but there's ambrette. And the ambrette is what brings the magic to this, in my opinion. When I first began my perfume journey, I smelled sample after sample, perfume after perfume. I sprayed this on one day, and I remember I was going on the ferry, and I knew something magical was happening. I was smelling my hand, and I felt like I had a secret. Everyone around me on the boat was going to the cafeteria, getting their food, walking around, getting their seat, and I was just sitting in my own little world. I felt like I was in a bubble, and I knew that this was a magical perfume that would always be a part of my life. I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. This is, I'm sorry. This is, I can't believe I'm crying about this. I love this so much. Oh my God. There's something about this. Oh my heavens. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. I gotta get myself together. Gotta get a hold of myself. I'm gonna get my tears stopped. Okay. I really believe that is the ambrette in here that is giving me this special experience. It's magical. I'm gonna cry. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen because this perfume, it means so much to me. Isn't this awful? I'm so sorry. This perfume this perfume touches my soul. It gives me a whole experience. To me, the performance is amazing. I did not say the longevity is amazing, but while it lasts, on me it performs. It performs miraculously on me. It only lasts a couple hours, yes, that's true. But while it lasts, it envelops me. It gives me a mood boost. This thing is everything to me. As if you can't tell. My God. I just pray they never change this. I wore the lotion yesterday, and that's magical too. That is absolutely, oh, that one just wafts all around you and just makes you feel like you're special. It makes you feel like you have this secret. You know something that no one else knows. I don't know how to explain it. How do you feel about it? Don't you dare diss this. Okay, so my next fresh and clean perfume is by Cerruti. Is it Cerruti or Charity? I don't really know. But it's, let's say Cerruti. Charity. I don't know. It's 1881. Now this was love at first sniff for me. This is probably the least safe out of all of these. Like if you were going to blind buy it, I wouldn't really recommend blind buying it, but yet I would, you know, it's so good. This one is very much on the floral side, and one of the florals that I really smell in here is chamomile. So it does have that little vibe of chamomile tea. There's not a tea note, I don't believe. So if I know what I'm talking about at all, I would say to me, mimosa smells like what yellow pollen would smell like. Sort of like a goldenrod or something like kind of fuzzy in a floral form. This also has that type of beautiful musk that just kind of gives you a little bubble, and it makes you keep turning your head and thinking, what is that gorgeous smell? And it's you. There's violet, so I mean, it definitely has that little bit of powderiness to it. And there's vanilla. I definitely get like a little hint of sweetness. Again, this might not be the safest blind buy, and just smelling it from the paper, it doesn't quite do the same things it does on your skin. It gives you a beautiful little cloud of scent around you. To me, it's just lovely. So my next fresh and clean pick is one that I always mention whenever someone does a video on fresh and clean fragrances, and they ask for all of us to comment and tell what our favorite fresh and clean fragrances are. I always comment Carolina Herrera 212. And this is the original 212. It's not 212 VIP Rose. It's not 212 Sexy. It's 212 by Carolina Herrera. And it comes in a little, there's another one just like this, and they fit on an end and look like a little pill capsule or something. So comparing this to like in Sky 1111, let's say, this one has a real sexiness to it. I would say this is the sexiest scent out of all of these ones. I'm not sure if it's the type of musk. I'm not sure if it's the sandalwood in it. I'm not sure if it's the type of florals. But for some reason, I find this the sexiest soapy perfume that I've ever smelled. And I always put this one in the comments if anyone who's asking for recommendations for a clean, fresh, soapy fragrance. I put this because there's something special about this. I don't know, this just has a little bit of sexy sweetness, muskiness to it that just makes it not just your ordinary everyday soap. I love this one. Don't love the bottle, but I love it. I keep on running out of storage on my phone, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit this one in. But if I was gonna fit it in, it would be Apollonia by Xerjoff. And this is more powdery, and this is a little bit more unisex and less sweet than the other ones. So that's just the short version. It has white flowers, it has orris, and it has white musk. So it's a beautiful white, powdery, fresh, clean, soapy fragrance, and I got the deal of a lifetime on this, so I'm so excited to own it. Please let me know, what are your top fresh and clean, soapy or refreshing spring and summer scents? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.